Hey everybody out there in Critical Blast land, RJ Carter here, Senior Managing Editor with CriticalBlast.com, author of The Destroyer Bully Pulpit and The Destroyer Continental Divide, and soon to be the author of The Destroyer Monumental Terror, unless they change the title, and they can always reserve the right to do that. So, a few months back, Critical Blast got with the organizers of Anime Matsuri, Denise Lee, and set up a three-way sort of live stream interview with YouTube phenom That Umbrella Guy. And let me be perfectly clear, we love That Umbrella Guy. And we had a great chat, and as a result of that, Tug ended up going to Anime Matsuri. Now, between that point and the interview, a lot of things happened. Tug started putting out a comic book, and Tug started getting threats and concerns that he had. So he went to Anime Matsuri with a full face mask on of his icon character, That Umbrella Guy, because he does not broadcast with his face for reasons of privacy. This resulted in a lot of Twitter drama today, all weekend actually, because he was being called a coward for showing up in his face mask. This after other Twitter users had posted that they were going to show up and say hi at his table just to see how brave he was. Among these Twitter users today was Gail Simone, who's a comic book writer for several different companies and has been for years. And we tweeted back at her a couple of questions. The first thing was because she said that the Comicsgate that Tug is a part of was a fanfic movement and that they just did not want to admit that. So we asked her how it was a fan fiction movement, since all of the characters in all of the comics that are coming out recognized as CG were original. Besides which, this was an evolution from Gail's earlier point that CG was a YouTube movement, which I don't know how you go from being a YouTube movement to a fan fiction movement. I don't know, maybe it's going to go to a bowel movement next, whatever movement Gail thinks it's going to be next. Anything at all except a consumer movement, because that would be an admission of fault, and God knows nobody wants to make a course correction in the industry on that. And then she went on to basically say that he was an abject coward for showing up in a full face mask and leaving it on. Gail, you write comic books on a weekly basis with characters who wear full face masks for the express purpose of protecting the people they care about. And you don't recognize the irony in this, that you call them heroes. So, since we did recognize the irony in this, we tweeted back that we look forward to seeing your next version of That Cowardly Batman, and to see how he might go up against the Joker, quivering in fear and his face covered, because he's a coward. Blocked! So, who's got the mask up now, Gail? Who's the coward? We're just laughing. Have fun.